The day's finally here, my Ring of Honor debut. Now, my name is Dean Allmark. I've been a full-time professional wrestler for 20 years. I've been following Ring of Honor and especially the Pure Rules matches for many, many years. I've come up through the ranks. I wrestled Bryan Danielson, I wrestled Nigel McGuinness, I wrestled Jonathan Gresham. All them guys there are so good at the Pure Rules. And today, I'm going to show you that I am up there with those names against one of the best British wrestlers that's ever lived, Doug Williams.
Doug Williams, the ambassador of British wrestling, tonight facing Dean Allmark in a Pure Rules match. I was Pure Champion back in 2004, and tonight will be my first chance, my first step in going back towards winning that Pure title once again.
Main event time, and this is a match that could main event any wrestling event on this planet. Here he is, Dean Allmark, on his way to the ring, one of British wrestling's finest talents, and he has been a couple of decades now. The same can be said the man he's going to face, a man who has come out of retirement during the pandemic. There is nobody, I'm sure, who Dean Allmark would rather face than his opponent here tonight.
Allmark must be fired up for this one, Dave. 21 years as a pro wrestler, and now here tonight, Ring of Honor Pure Rules against, let's be honest, British wrestling royalty in Doug Williams. This is a huge match. I can't wait.
I've got goosebumps to see Doug Williams coming back to compete in a British wrestling ring was something that a couple of years ago I don't think any of us thought we would ever see. But Doug Williams has reassessed his priorities during this insane year and a half that we've had, and he has decided that his home is inside the squared circle, and all of us are better off for having him back.
Doug Williams happy to be back by the looks of it. As the referee checks over Dean Allmark, make sure nothing nefarious is at play. Let's get this party started.
The following is a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match and will be fought over a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first to my left, from the Wirral via Stoke-on-Trent, he is the star with a smile, Dean Allmark. And to my right, he is the ambassador of British wrestling, Doug Williams.
All right, the introductions are out of the way. We are getting ready to go, and as we heard, this match, a collaboration with our friends at Ring of Honor. This is going to be a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match.
Now, gentlemen, each of you will have 3 rope breaks to stop a pinfall or submission hold. If either of you uses all of their breaks, pinfall and submission attempts will then be legal for your opponent. Closed fist punches to the face are not permitted, however, punches to other areas of the body are. The first closed fist punch will result in a warning and the second in disqualification. As with all standard Ring of Honor matches, there will be a 20 count if either of you are on the floor, and any outside interference will result in automatic termination from the roster for the competitors involved.
There we are. The rules laid out, this special Ring of Honor Pure Rules match, and as per the Code of Honor, it is convention that there is a handshake before the match. We have now had that handshake. We're going to get underway. It was in August of 2006 that a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match happened in Liverpool. It was between Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. Now 15 years later in Nottingham, here we are, Doug Williams and Dean Allmark.
A hush comes over this crowd here in Nottingham. They know they're seeing something special here tonight. Indeed, every time Doug Williams enters that wrestling ring, it must be cherished. The same could be said of his opponent, mind you. Something's got to give here tonight.
So much, of course, known about Doug Williams, but for those who don't know, Williams has been an ambassador, as he's known, for British wrestling all around the world. He's been part of Ring of Honor during his career. He's also been part of TNA or Impact Wrestling. He's competed in Japan, competed all around the world, in fact, as Doug Williams, just about one of our most successful exports ever. And now, back here in the heart of England, in Nottingham, to compete against Dean Allmark. Allmark, by the way, as you said, 2 decades in the wrestling industry, and much of that spent in All-Star Wrestling, one of the most active promotions in the country over the past 2 decades. So Allmark has just had probably more ring time than anybody else in the country over these past 20 years.
But Doug Williams, so wily between those ropes. It takes something special to do something that Doug hasn't seen before. But look at that leg sweep from Allmark, and now just that heel hook trying to control the leg of Williams.
It's been a methodical start from Doug Williams and Dean Allmark, but Williams is showing here that, I know he's had a few matches back since he announced his return, but this probably, I think, with no disrespect to any of his other opponents, you've got to say this against Dean Allmark might be his most challenging one yet, and it doesn't look like Doug Williams has missed a beat.
Oh, 100%, and you can see the respect that Williams has shown Dean Allmark here tonight, getting himself into tremendous physical shape for this main event.
Remember, of all those rules that were listed about this match, possibly the most significant, I think, is that limited number of rope breaks you can have. We saw that Williams was briefly caught in a submission hold there, and you know, you've got a decision to make if you're in one of these submission holds. Do you use up one of those precious rope breaks to get yourself out of it, because there is a finite number, 3 in fact, before that can no longer come to your aid.
Yeah, those rope breaks could disappear rather quickly if you're not careful. We saw Carlos Romo, Chris Ridgway use them to their advantage earlier on tonight. Of course, they had an infinite supply of chances to use rope breaks. Only 3 apiece here in this main event.
Yeah, and that makes the strategy that you need to employ something completely different to that submission match. Allmark and Williams will be all too aware of that. And this is the kind of match that, again, even though these two have, close to 50 years experience between them inside the ring, there won't be that many times in their careers when they've competed under these rules. I know Williams obviously has in Ring of Honor. I'm sure Allmark has competed in matches of this sort occasionally, but to have that 3 rope break rule is quite a unique situation, certainly in British wrestling.
It certainly is, and when you take into account the 20 count outside the ring, there's some speed from Dean Allmark, and a smile crosses the face of Doug Williams. No slouch himself, Dave, but I don't think we're going to see much of that from Doug.
You can see the respect that these two have for each other, but that is not in any way going to detract from their efforts. Don't make any mistake about this whatsoever. This isn't just some kind of reunion tour for Doug Williams. This is an actual comeback, and Doug Williams wants victories. He wants to be winning every match he's in, looking as he has that renowned competitive streak to return back to the top of British wrestling.
That's what makes this match so interesting. You can't buy experience. And as you said, Dave, maybe because of Dean Allmark's experience, it makes him Doug's most dangerous opponent yet.
Yeah, Williams is proving pretty dangerous for Dean Allmark here. He had that Japanese stranglehold and then dragged the body of Allmark back onto his legs, and there's a reversal of the hold by Allmark.
Both these men enjoying this, Bradshaw. So competitive. They know the eyes of the wrestling world are firmly trained on Carnival of Honor here tonight.
Such technical proficiency on display from both of these men. Allmark having just taken a few seconds there to compose himself, still in that hold, of course, and he's having to find a way out. How many different kinds of reversal to this hold have we just seen from both of these guys?
It's incredible. We're seeing a clinic before our very eyes, and here the pace intensifies somewhat.
Williams telling Allmark to bring it. Allmark did exactly that. There's a cartwheel, but Williams straight back to him. Allmark has a side headlock, but Williams going to look for the chaos sphere. He couldn't get it. Allmark now. A headstand on the turnbuckle. Williams looking a little bit bemused by that.
Almost suckered in, but catches the legs of Allmark. There's the count from the referee.
Dean Allmark has used his first rope break.
That's controversial. He's saying that counts as a rope break for Allmark. Allmark's not happy with that.
Oh! And that unhappiness manifests itself in a big old right hand.
Yeah, it was a closed fist. That was a closed
Dean
fist.
Allmark has used one closed fist punch.
Yeah, but you only get one warning, and Dean Allmark's just had it.
Well, in the space of just a few seconds, Dean Allmark, you know, accidentally you'd have to say used up a rope break, but nothing accidental about that closed fist.
Yeah, that was not a good few seconds for Dean Allmark, one way or another. Between that rope break and the fist, it was really using up a lot of the leeway that he had available to him, both in terms of public warnings and the rope breaks. You can see Williams has some athletic tape applied to that left arm. I don't know if there's a problem there. I'm not aware of it. But Allmark, I think, is choosing, it's no coincidence that he's choosing to focus on that left arm.
No, if there is an injury there, Allmark wants to exploit it. Certainly the deeper this match goes, there's the knee right down across that arm yet again, and Doug certainly favouring that left elbow.
Allmark, though, first to the strike with that knee into the midsection of Williams. Williams trying to sweep the leg, but Allmark saying no, and Allmark going for the armbar. We saw Giselle Shaw win her match with an armbar just a few minutes ago, and now Williams is in some trouble. Yeah, look, actually he's got his foot on the rope.
That's going
to be one of his rope breaks.
Doug Williams has used one rope break. He has two left.
Yeah, they both have two left now. Allmark and Williams have both used up one of their three possible rope breaks. I think the referee is checking with Williams that his left arm is okay for him to continue.
Here's the crucial thing though, Dave. When you think, yes, one rope break, a piece used, two left for each man, but you know, if this gets fiery, if this gets feisty, Dean Allmark has to be careful not to hit Doug Williams with another closed fist. That could be critical in this match. It could be terminal for Allmark.
Face first into the turnbuckle goes Allmark. Williams going back in, looking for a sunset flip. But that's not a rope. Is that a rope break?
Dean Allmark has used his second rope break. He's one left.
There's a schoolboy roll up here by Williams and a kick out by Allmark. Allmark feeling aggrieved again at the referee's decision there on the rope break.
Oh, Doug Williams. You don't want to trade uppercuts like that with Doug.
The drop toe hold sends Williams face first into the middle turnbuckle. And he's draped the arm of Williams over the rope.
Doug Williams has used his second rope break. He has one left.
That was by no means deliberate on the part of Williams. The DDT by Dean Allmark. Williams will kick out, but let's just recap here. Dean Allmark draped the arm of Williams over the rope and then applied a hold, so by default, Williams was using a rope break. That means Now Allmark having inadvertently used his second one. Both of these men only have one rope break remaining.
Yeah, you think use one more rope break and then the next time your opponent locks on a submission, those ropes are useless to you. So this is crucial now. One rope break apiece left in this match. Let's see how this pans out, Dave. This is so absorbing to watch.
Running leg drop from Allmark. Going to try for the cover here, right in the middle of the ring. Kick out on one from Williams.
Just cranking the head, the neck of Doug Williams, the referee, well placed to ask Williams if he wants to give it up. It's going to take a lot of punishment for that to happen.
Now you see Williams here is in the middle of the ring, but if he was near the ropes, this would be a dilemma for Doug Williams now. Would you use that rope break and then have none left?
That's so true, and maybe Dean Allmark knows that. Maybe it would be in Allmark's best interests to place Williams a little closer to that rope, but then again, Allmark might not need it because Williams could be out here, Dave.
Yeah, if his arm drops this time, it's over, but Williams just about able to hold up that arm to keep himself in the match. It was marginal though. Williams now back to his feet. Able to release himself from Allmark. There's an uppercut from Dean Allmark. These two veterans going strike for strike, hold for hold. Here in the main event, a Carnival of Honor, and there's a back elbow leaping into the air goes Doug Williams.
Doug Williams borrowing a little bit of speed and agility from Dean Allmark's playbook. Needs must.
Williams follows Allmark into the corner with a clothesline, does the same in the opposite corner. Gonna make it 3 for 3, yes he does. Maybe looking for an Uranagi there was Doug Williams, didn't get it, but he might get the overhead belly to belly, yes he does. Here comes Williams with the cover to defeat Dean Allmark. Oh. Kick out by Allmark. Tell you what, this is delivering everything we expected it to. As you called it, a clinic being put on display here in Nottingham.
It's a back and forth tactical masterclass is what it is.
The elbow into the face from Allmark once more. And it's Williams with the suplex.
Oh, perfectly done from Doug Williams. Might follow it up with some more.
Double underhook into a sit-out powerbomb from Doug Williams. It's not enough. Dean Allmark is still in the match.
And you can see now, the deeper this match goes, these big moves mean so much. Maybe a change of strategy from Doug Williams, moving away from submissions due to the diminished rope breaks and going for those power moves instead.
Williams again has got the rear waist. In fact, he sits down on the shoulders, and Allmark kicked out. I think Williams was initially looking for chaos theory there, but in the end, saw he had an opportunity to keep those shoulders of Allmark down, and that shows you just how good Doug Williams is, able to think on the fly, to adapt. But he ran into the boot there of Dean Allmark. Slap across the face to buy him a bit of time. Allmark perched on the top turnbuckle. I'm not sure that's where he wants to be because Williams is joining him.
Oh no. Doug Williams wants to finish this right here, right now, Dave Bradshaw.
Allmark trying to ensure that there isn't a superplex, and he does that by dumping Williams back into the ring. Allmark now, top turnbuckle. Here comes Dean Allmark off the top. Oh, leg drop right across the back of the head of Williams. Allmark leaping over the top into the submission.
And look at the positioning of Williams as well, smack bang in the middle of the ring.
Remember, he's got one rope break left. He can use it here if he needs to.
Might have to, might have no choice.
He's trying to. Williams is trying to use that final rope break. He's going to use his foot to get to it, and does. So that is a rope break.
Williams has used his final rope break.
Yeah, you heard
that. Any pinfall or submission attempt now made by Allmark will be legally counted.
Exactly right. So Williams now cannot use the ropes to escape a pinfall or a submission attempt from Dean Allmark. That gives Allmark what could be a crucial advantage.
Well, if you're Allmark, you lock that hold back in ASAP.
Kick to the head from Allmark and one to the midsection here. lays him down.
There's a cover.
The cover from Allmark, will that do it? No, the right shoulder up.
Tried to press down that injured left arm of Doug Williams instead of hooking the leg. Might have cost Allmark there.
And now Allmark's got the submission, a camel clutch applied, and of course, Williams cannot go to the ropes.
Oh, this is a disaster for Doug Williams. No rope breaks left.
Well, he's crawling towards the ropes, but that won't help him.
Won't do any
No,
good.
there's no rope break. There's no rope break.
The referee says it, and
Even
Dean
the
Allmark, whoa!
Yeah, roll up by Williams, and Williams got his foot on the ropes. Williams got his foot on the ropes. He caught him. The cover counts because...
And your winner, Doug Williams.
That is smart from Williams. How clever is that from Doug Williams? Technically, his foot was on the rope for a rope break, but of course, he can't be given a rope break because he'd used all three, and that worked to his advantage as he covered Dean Allmark.
You talk about someone who knows Ring of Honor pure rules inside out, one of the most studious athletes in professional wrestling today. He stands before you, the winner, Doug Williams. What an exhibition that was, unbelievable.
What a way to take victory from the jaws of defeat. There are very few people with the wrestling mind to do what Doug Williams just did. Taking what was a disadvantage and turning it into a decisive advantage to win him the match. Unbelievable.
Dean Allmark not happy about it, but there's precious little Dino can do. And now will we see a handshake? Allmark not happy, but rules are the rules.
He didn't do anything outside of the rules. He just made those rules work for him. Allmark did the same earlier, by the way, when he draped Williams' arm over the rope to cost Williams one of his rope breaks.
Well,
both of them have used those rules creatively. Williams wants a handshake. Allmark's not sure he wants to oblige.
Are we going to see it? Doug Williams extends the hand of respect and friendship. We do.
That's good to see. The code of honor at the end of a Ring of Honor pure rules match. And what a match it was. An honor for us to call this contest, this main event, between two of our country's finest, Dean Allmark and your winner, Doug Williams. What a night. What a night we have had here at Carnival of Honor in Nottingham as Dean Allmark leaves the ring to allow the victor, Doug Williams, to celebrate his win in front of this appreciative crowd.
Talk about a night of variety here at Carnival of Honor. We've seen a little bit of everything, and we've just witnessed class personified from both Dean Allmark and Doug Williams. But at the end of
hang on.
Hold that thought.
Joe Hendry's out here.
Speaking of class.
Doug, story time. 15 years old, Joe Hendry, watching a little something called the Wrestling Channel. And I saw a guy called Doug Williams. And I looked at him and I said, that's what I want to do. That's who I want to be. And even today, still, you're at the very top of the card. Doug, you've done it all. You've wrestled Ric Flair at Wembley. But unfortunately, Doug, I've got goals as well. Doug, I respect everything that you've done, but I believe, I know in my heart that I can get to the very top of this business. And the only way that I can do it is by beating people on your level. Doug, you have been a pure champion. You're one of the best pure wrestlers in the entire world, and that's why I'm challenging you. November 14th, Wrestle Carnival, pure rules. Do you accept?
Oh my God, what a challenge. What a challenge from Joe Hendry.
Will Doug Williams accept? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, never in doubt. Never in doubt. Of course, Doug Williams accepts. Of course he accepts. the tap out from the Dragon Sleeper. You know, there's a pretty strong case for saying that in the first two Wrestle Carnival events, that Chris Ridgway has been the most valuable player. A pair of submission victories over Jay Joshua and Carlos Romo. But if Chris Ridgway wants to become a real player, a real dominant performer who is talked about around the wrestling world, then he needs to find a way to defeat Jonathan Gresham tonight.
Bradshaw, we witnessed a world-class display back at Carnival of Honor. Ring of Honor Pure Rules, Doug Williams defeating Dean Allmark. Not just anyone can wrestle these Pure Rules. It's the ultimate test of combined skill, intelligence, and endurance. Chris Ridgway has all those attributes, but so does this man.
Well, the flag says it all. I am the foundation. And indeed, he is, quite simply, one of the finest technical wrestlers on the planet. His knowledge is encyclopedic. And he may just be the best pure wrestler on the planet. Jonathan Gresham arrives at Wrestle Carnival.
Gresham held the ROH Pure title for a jaw-dropping 317 days. Recently lost it to Josh Woods at Death Before Dishonor. So here tonight, Jonathan Gresham, he wants to show that he is the master of this kind of match.
The following is a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match and will be fought over a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first to my right, representing Northwest Strong, this is Chris Ridgway. And to my left, representing the Foundation, the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham.
Right now, our referee, James Greenwood, will inform this crowd and both competitors of the rules governing this Ring of Honor Pure Rules match.
Gentlemen, this will be a pure rules contest. You each have 3 rope breaks. Once your 3 rope breaks have been used up, pinfalls and submissions will be legal on all the ropes. Close fist punches to the head are not legal. Close fist punches to other parts of the body, however, are. The first time you use close fist punches to the head will count as a 1. The second will be instant disqualification. As always, as Ring of Honor rules matches, there will be a 20 count on the outside of the floor. And if there's any outside interference, it will result in instant termination from the wrestler. Would you like to shake hands, please?
The formalities are out of the way. We have a handshake. Well, that's going to be, I think, the last sign of any kind of friendship, any kind of respect here between these two, because ultimately, as much as they do respect each other, the competitive juices are now flowing for Jonathan Gresham and for Chris Ridgway.
It has to be this way. Again, this is the ultimate test, the ultimate proving ground, and there you hear the bell. We are underway.
Of course, as you said, Jonathan Gresham, very, very used to these Pure Rules matches. He was the Pure Champion for over 300 days. It was a title that was reinstated in Ring of Honor and really became synonymous with Gresham. It was the first man to hold it after that reinstatement. You and I have called a Jonathan Gresham match together over in Defiant Wrestling back in December of 2018, but since then Gresham has gone from strength to strength, and Ridgway has quite possibly the challenge of his professional career here.
Quite telling as well that already Gresham takes down Ridgway.
The shoulders of Ridgway go down. This was nearly over early. Remember, 1 fall to a finish. As these two again trying to just feel each other out here.
Remember, those rope breaks, so important. We saw what happened back at Carnival of Honor, how Doug Williams used that to his advantage.
He certainly did, and hang on now, Ridgway trying to grapevine the leg, but Gresham very quickly able to counter. Oh. It does fundamentally change the dynamic of a wrestling match when you do have that finite number of rope breaks, as we saw in that match between Doug Williams and Dean Allmark last month at Carnival of Honor. Arm drag from Ridgway brings Gresham down, and it is a change of pace here for Ridgway, because Ridgway, in those 2 submission match victories that we've talked about in his Wrestle Carnival career so far, has had unlimited rope breaks. He has made use of the bottom rope multiple times in both of those victories, and that's not a luxury that he has here against Gresham in this match.
No, 3, and then that's your lot. So there's going to be a lot of thinking between these two men. Gresham obviously so experienced, as we've discussed, but Chris Ridgway, one of the finest talents on the circuit right now, a man who has been turning heads for years now. Could this be his moment?
Been honing his craft, of course, in the fairly recent past over in Japan. Jonathan Gresham, though, is the absolute epitome of someone who has honed his craft.
That elbow right to the ribs and the lower back of Ridgway, and also cranking on that leg, the ankle as well. But
Gresham has again countered. Jonathan Gresham from Atlanta, Georgia in the US, and to have him over here, we saw, of course, Jordan Grace earlier as well, is a symptom that the world is opening up. We are able to bring you again some of the best talent in the world, and it is a great sight to see.
And look at this now, as Jonathan Gresham, they call him the octopus. Chris Ridgway might need to be one himself.
Well, that was smart from Ridgway. Gresham was looking for a bow and arrow there, and Ridgway able to adjust his position, get his body on top of Gresham's for a quick pinfall attempt.
Let's just say that flexibility will be all important here, because Both men know their limbs are going to be contorted, stretched, and punished to the limit here. This is going to be grueling. There's no getting away from it.
Certainly isn't, and not least in terms of the types of move that might stretch out Chris Ridgway. Is the reason that Gresham is known as the Octopus. That patented octopus stretch has brought so much success to Jonathan Gresham through the years that Ridgway, I'm sure, will have done his homework on it, but no amount of homework can prepare you for being in there against Gresham. Extended collar and elbow tie up here. Both men into the ropes. Referee trying to bring him back into the ring, and Ridgway goes over, lands on top. I don't think that's going to count as a rope break for either man, because both of them into the ropes, and it was only brief there before they were back into the middle of the ring. But Ridgway is still trying to capitalize on what has been really extended struggle here between the two over what, I don't know, what, a minute and a half now.
Yeah, both men just like tigers right now, just desperate to get the upper hand. It's Ridgway who rolls through and keeps hold of that wrist.
Gresham knows so many reversals, so many counters. Able to flip Ridgway over his head, but Ridgway held on to the wrist lock.
Yeah, Gresham tried there, Dave, to inject some pace into the situation, but Ridgway will not be denied, and here we go again.
Yeah, you're quite right. That's exactly what Gresham's trying to do, and that's what he does so well. If he finds himself in a disadvantageous position, he mixes it up, he changes things, experiments. He just has so many different tools at his disposal that it really is, I would think, very hard to prepare for a match against Jonathan Gresham.
Oh, no doubt about it, and there's why. Just so fast, but Chris Ridgway is matching the Octopus hold for hold here. I don't know what Jonathan Gresham expected. He must know that Ridgway is so talented, so skilled. But a little bit of frustration on Gresham's face there, if I'm not mistaken. Tried to add some speed into the equation, but Ridgway just keeps on coming back.
I was going to say, Ridgway, the taller of the two men, you'd think he has a leverage advantage, but Jonathan Gresham has made a career out of using that frame of his to his advantage. He's pretty put together with Jonathan Gresham. He's not just a technical wrestler, there's a lot of strength in that frame as well, as you see as he tries to force the arms of Ridgway down. And he's achieved it as well, but Ridgway quickly pops up that right arm. Gresham now going to try and adjust his body weight so that he's able to more effectively force it down. In the end, Ridgway had to bridge up, use that strength in the neck to keep himself in this.
Oh, and there's a little bit of respect, but not reciprocated.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was respect there from Gresham, or I think Ridgway maybe saw it as kind of patronizing him, and that's why he instantly went back on offense.
Maybe. We're seeing a fascinating melodrama play out here. Both these men, the feeling out process early on, and now look at this. Ridgway using Gresham's own arm.
Ridgway so adept at thinking on the fly. He is, in a lot of ways, you can understand why people have been kind of calling him the English equivalent to Jonathan Gresham in recent times, because he knows so many ways to put you in those submissions, to put you to sleep, to make you tap out. Chris Ridgway has become, or has gained a reputation, quite rightly, for being one of the most dangerous men on the planet right now.
Yeah, and I wonder, we saw Gresham try to use some speed early on. I wonder if Ridgway finds himself in a compromising situation, only a matter of time before we see those gunshot-style strikes from Ridgway. When he kicks, his opponents feel it. He'll shatter bone with those legs.
Yeah, and that is one thing we haven't seen yet, as you say. There is plenty of heavy artillery in the arsenal of Chris Ridgway. Still has the feel of two men determined not to make a mistake. No one making too many or taking too many risks yet at this point. Of course, someone's going to have to force the issue as the clock continues to run down. Ridgway briefly to the outside. Gresham sweeps the legs. Kick right to the hand, I think that was, of Ridgway. Drop kick into the left shoulder. Ridgway goes to the outside. Remember, a 20 count in operation under ROH pure rules.
Yeah, that buys Ridgway a bit more time, but again, Dave, Jonathan Gresham upping the tempo a little bit. Ridgway will have to find some way to combat that the deeper and the longer this match goes on, because right now, anytime Gresham ups the pace, Ridgway's in a bit of trouble.
You can tell Ridgway trying not to let on that left arm was bothering him, but pretty clear to Gresham, I think, that is the case, and Gresham increasingly focusing his efforts and his attention on that left elbow, that left arm of Ridgway.
Now cranks it again, now traps it between the legs and stretches the other arm.
Bending that right arm of Ridgway, and the shoulder was down. The referee, I think, has done a fine job so far in officiating this one. So much to keep an eye on when you've got two men who use every part of their body to their advantage. Gresham is trying to break the arm here of Ridgway, it seems like.
Oh, and
Ridgway
there's a
again.
bridge.
Yeah, another one. Second time that Ridgway's used that as a crucifix pin attempt, and a 2 count for Gresham. The arm drag. Gresham with a slightly disparaging stare at Ridgway. I think Gresham getting irritated at this never say die attitude that we're seeing from Chris Ridgway.
The interesting thing from that passage for me, Ridgway trying with those kicks and Gresham just shut him down. Almost unfazed by those strikes, which surprises me because, again, they are one of the most powerful parts of Ridgway's entire arsenal.
Look at this though, Gresham. This is where Gresham excels. He's got that left arm tied up. Look, he's got him absolutely where he wants him. He can do what he wants when he wants now, Gresham.
Yeah,
Gresham he's taking a breather here, is Gresham, while Ridgway is still writhing in agony.
Yeah, this is dangerous for Ridgway. That arm could break at any moment at a very unnatural angle. And again, Gresham trying to inject some energy, bring these people into this match as he tortures Ridgway.
Torture is the correct verb here, because Gresham twisting at that ankle, that left arm still tied up. The right arm is as well. Gresham seems to be almost taunting Ridgway. Shoulders are down here, and Ridgway needs to be very, very careful. Got out in the nick of time, but there's another arm drag.
And there's no chance for Ridgway to catch a breather. Every time he escapes a hold, Jonathan Gresham is there with an arm drag just to reaffirm his dominance over this portion of the match. And this could be the way this thing plays out until the end, unless Ridgway does something drastic, unless he takes a risk and does something special.
Yeah, that experience advantage that Gresham has in this kind of match, I think starting to maybe tell a little bit at this point, because Gresham has been able to dictate the pace over these past few minutes. That's one thing he needs to avoid, though, is getting those strikes, giving Ridgway rather a chance to issue those strikes. Cannot leave.
That one rattled Gresham, Bradshaw.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot leave Ridgway's right arm unattended, because that's what will happen.
Oh, here we go.
Now Gresham sent to the ropes. Ridgway gets the knee right into the midsection. Sends Gresham again to the ropes, does the same again. Going to look to do it a third time, and does. Oh!
This is what Ridgway needed, Dave.
Now here we go. Here we go. This is turning into a fight here between Gresham and Ridgway.
And Jonathan Gresham just clutching at those ropes, almost knocked out of the ring there.
You are watching two world-class technicians at the peak of their powers. Oh! Ridgway's left arm has had so much damage inflicted upon it. Oh my God. He's still battling away, and he's done plenty of damage there, I think, to Gresham's left leg.
Ridgway smells blood, sees an opening.
Yeah, you're right, he certainly does, and he's going to try and force a submission here from Gresham. Gresham's so smart, though, uses his arm to get those hands locked across the face of Ridgway. Ridgway, though, was able to battle free. Now Chris Ridgway trying to twist, contort those legs of Jonathan Gresham. Got him turned over onto his front. That's where he wanted him. And now if Ridgway can hook in this face lock as well, which he can, I think Gresham's in trouble here. Well, Gresham, maybe he's near the ropes. Maybe he's too near the ropes, and he is, but that will count as a rope break.
John Gresham has
You heard it.
his second rope break. He has one remaining.
I think that's incorrect. Referee said 2 remaining.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. John Gresham has 2 remaining.
There you hear it.
That's right, 2 rope breaks remaining for Gresham. He may have to use another one here. Gresham may have to use another one because there's a half crab applied by Ridgway. Gresham was able to battle out onto his back, but Ridgway with that right leg kicking away at the head of Gresham. Oh, Gresham's into the ropes again.
Yeah, Bradshaw, Ridgway just tried to keep his body between.
Second rope break. He has one remaining.
That's huge. That is massive. A second rope break for Jonathan Gresham. Now only has 1 left, of course.
I think we may have just watched the decisive few seconds in this match. When we look back at this, for Gresham to have had to burn through 2 of those rope breaks in quick succession could be absolutely determinative of who's going to win this.
Gresham drops to his knees, prevents what looked like a suplex attempt. Oh.
This is what you were talking about. Ridgway with those kicks.
Once Ridgway gets started, there's no stopping him. Trust me on that.
Ridgway is, you can see it. You can see it how he, in his body language, how he is growing in confidence with every passing moment here. Fisherman suplex over into the cover. He's got 2. He doesn't have 3. The left shoulder of Gresham came up.
Look at the way that Gresham is hobbling away gingerly.
He managed to get the elbow up into the face of Ridgway, though. Ridgway looking to capitalize while he has the upper hand. Gresham's up on the top turnbuckle, perched up there. Ridgway's going to join him up there.
Oh, this is dangerous.
What's Ridgway doing? Chris Ridgway seems to have... We did have Gresham. Gresham escaped. Gresham escaped, and now Ridgway in a pretty compromising position, very precarious spot here for Chris Ridgway.
Certainly, Gresham has the advantage.
Gresham bending the arm of Ridgway. Remember, that left arm's already had plenty of damage done to it, and now Gresham plants him with the suplex.
Oh, the impact on that one was fierce, Dave. Both men crashing hard right into the middle of that ring.
Yeah, but a lot of that impact came down on the left arm of Ridgway. And now referee has a count on both men. Gresham may be slightly the less hurt of the 2, but Gresham has used 2 of his 3 available rope breaks.
Has to draw on all that experience. Here's a roll-up.
Catch him by surprise, gets a 2 count. Going to try again is Gresham, and Gresham again with a 2 count. Ridgway tried for a roundhouse kick, there's a Hurricane Rana. He's got the leg hooked, and it's 2 3/4 for Gresham.
Oh, and that was deliberate. Did you see where Gresham planted that kick?
Yeah, left arm, left arm, left arm, left arm. That is almost the exclusive focus of Gresham. Gresham, I think, going to try for the octopus stretch, and Ridgway was able to get to the ropes. That's the first of his rope breaks.
Chris Ridgway has used his first rope break. He has 2 remaining.
I would argue that's a pretty good use of the rope break because you don't want to get caught in that octopus stretch.
No way, no how, but Jonathan Gresham down across the arm.
How many times? Now tries to wrap him up into a pin attempt, and that might be the closest that Gresham has come to winning it.
Oh, that was so close. Literally millimeters away from the referee's hand, coming down for 3, and Jonathan Gresham knows it. And meanwhile, Chris Ridgway trying to get some feeling back into that left arm.
So to recap, Ridgway has 2 rope breaks remaining, Gresham only has 1. It is Gresham who is the aggressor. And Gresham once more on that left arm of Ridgway. Ridgway, though, was able to lift him up and slam him over. Now he's got his right thigh over the top of the head of Gresham. Got that left ankle caught up. Going to try for the ankle lock here is Ridgway. He's got it locked in. Ridgway has the ankle lock.
Has to sit down in it, but Gresham back to his feet.
Oh my God, on the top of his head. Jonathan Gresham just got planted by Chris Ridgway.
Gresham's rocking here, Bradshaw.
How is he even standing after that impact?
Look at these back elbows. Oh,
another one of those vicious German suplexes. There's a cover and a kick out.
Oh, but I don't know. I don't know from looking at that situation there. If Jonathan Gresham didn't get a little bit lucky, I don't want to take anything away from the octopus, but Ridgway grabbed that left hand in pain.
Oh, God. PK, the penalty kick from Ridgway, and a kick out. Straight onto the ankle. Straight onto the ankle is Ridgway. Ridgway's going to try for the ankle lock again. He's got it again. Gresham, he has to get out quick. He tried. No, he hasn't got out. He has not got out. Gresham has 1 rope break left he can use. He is near the ropes.
Oh, but he doesn't want to use that last rope break. Knows how important it could be, but might have no choice.
And he did have no choice. He did have no choice.
Gresham has used all 3 rope breaks and has 9 remaining.
That's huge, Bradshaw. Massive.
Advantage Chris Ridgway, who has 2 rope breaks left. Jonathan Gresham can no longer use the ropes to escape any submission hold or any pin attempt from Ridgway.
You saw Ridgway shake his fist with delight, realizing the gravity of the situation here. No more rope breaks for Gresham, and now Ridgway just going back to his wheelhouse. What brought him to the dance? These strikes.
There's a pretty vicious chop there, though, from Gresham. Let's not discount the striking ability of Jonathan Gresham, but Ridgway with another one of those kicks. Oh my God. Like a bullet from a gun whenever Ridgway lands one of those.
Oh, listen to that smack.
Just echoes around the building. Gresham firing back. Ridgway got his leg caught. Ridgway got his leg caught and it gets taken down, but he's straight back up, goes for the kick, gets it. Right in the jaw of Jonathan Gresham.
Both these men must be exhausted right about now. They've given everything they have.
Gresham on his feet, Ridgway on his feet. We are watching an instant classic here under ROH Pure Rules, the main event of Pure. Here tonight, brought to you by Wrestle Carnival.
Jonathan Gresham now dispensing with that wrist tape. Things just got aggressive.
Gresham and Ridgway. Gresham and Ridgway. Strike for strike. Blow for blow. Here in our main event. Look at this.
Aggressive. Wow.
Slaps and kicks from Ridgway. Oh, and one right to the face. But Gresham nips up. Gresham with the enziguri. Gresham tries for the German suplex. Ridgway wouldn't let it happen. Goes to the ropes. There's another Hurricane Rana takedown. Gresham on top. Oh, Ridgway counter. The counter from Ridgway. The counter from Ridgway and the kick out from Gresham. Ridgway tries to roll him through. Victory roll. Victory roll from Ridgway. Another 2 count. Another 2 count. Gresham tried to counter with an arm drag. Ridgway moved out of the way. Gresham got him on the second time of asking. And now Jonathan Gresham looking to tie up Chris Ridgway. Can he get those shoulders down? He has got the shoulders down. And it's a kick out, I think. Yes, it is. Only just by Ridgway. Wow.
Take a deep breath. You are watching professional wrestling magicians between those ropes.
Again to the left arm goes Gresham.
Something has to give here though. Sooner or later, something has to give.
This is awesome chant was breaking out in parts of the crowd there briefly, but for the most part this crowd are just utterly absorbed by what they are watching. Gresham, I think, could be at the point of maybe locking in that octopus stretch. If he can get that right leg over the head of Ridgway. He's striking away here at Ridgway. Ridgway screaming. Ridgway can still use the rope break, remember.
Still has 2 left.
And again into the ankle lock. Ankle lock. Grapevine's the leg this time.
Meanwhile, Gresham has no rope breaks left.
Gresham, that won't count. Doesn't matter. Gresham can't rely on the ropes. Gresham's going to have to find another way to escape that ankle lock.
How does the octopus get out of this one?
Gresham's trying to go to the outside of the ring. Even then, Ridgway won't let go. Ridgway knows this could be the biggest moment of his career.
Ridgway will not be denied.
Gresham trying to find a way out. Well, he's tapping out. It doesn't matter though. On the outside of the ring, a tap out won't count.
Yeah, but think of the damage that's being done to Gresham's leg.
Well, referee's issuing a count. Remember the 20 count in effect. These two still locked up, slapping each other away. Neither man will let go of the other.
Watch out for those closed fists. This could get fiery, even more fiery than it already is. Again,
he's tapping
Gresham
out again.
taps.
None of this is a valid tap out on the outside of the ring. Referee's up to a count of 16. Gresham knows he needs to get back in, but Ridgway won't let him in. Referee's up to 19. Referee 20. Oh, they're both out. They're both out. It is a double count out.
No way.
Wow. I think that's the decision. A double count out. Neither man got back into the ring within the referee's count of 20.
Ridgway was so determined to administer more damage to Gresham that he took his eye off the ball and both men counted out.
I think we're going to get confirmation of that. Referee is conferring with our ring announcer. Gresham wants the mic. Hang on a second.
Chanting 5 more minutes. Well, I didn't come all the way over the Atlantic just to wrestle Chris Ridgway. I came in search of the best wrestlers in the world. Most importantly, the best pure professional wrestlers in the world. And tonight, I have to admit, I just wrestled one of the best pure professional wrestlers in the world. Chris Ridgway, you are somebody that I've been looking for. You are someone that can help change the course of my company, Ring of Honor. You traveled all over the world, and in my mind, all your travels preparing you for this moment. All I need is one answer. I want you not just on my side. I want you as an equal in the foundation.
Wow. What an offer. What an offer from Gresham to Ridgway.
What will Ridgway's answer be though, Dave?
I am the foundation.
I think that's a yes.
Thank you, each and every one of you. Tonight, right here, in Nottingham, UK, you witnessed the first European member of the foundation. This man will help me change the course of Ring of Honor, my company, this industry. Together, we'll change the face of professional wrestling. We are the foundation. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting Wrestling Carnival. I hope to see you all next time.
What an announcement from Jonathan Gresham. We said at the start here that Chris Ridgway could have a career-changing night. And even after a match that was drawn against Jonathan Gresham, that prophecy has come true. Chris Ridgway has joined the foundation.
Jonathan Gresham was so impressed by what he witnessed, who he fought with, who he wrestled with here tonight at Wrestle Carnival. But he opened up an invitation for Ridgway to join the foundation in Ring of Honor, and Dave, Ridgway accepted.
Jonathan Gresham, by the way, a class act. Look at how he's thanking everybody at ringside, going to all sides of the ring to thank this great crowd here in Nottingham for coming out. And I'm sure all of them will come back on November 14th when we will have another Pure Rules match. It will be, as we've said earlier, Doug Williams versus The Answer, Joe Hendry. That will be the main event of Carnival Mania. Next time we're with you here in Nottingham for Wrestle Carnival.
Doug, story time. And I saw a guy called Doug Williams. And I looked at him and I said, that's what I want to do. That's who I want to be. And even today, still, you're at the very top of the cup. Doug, I respect everything that you've done, but I believe, I know in my heart that I can get to the very top of this business. And the only way that I can do it is by beating people on your level. Doug, you have been a pure champion. You're one of the best pure wrestlers in the entire world, and that's why I'm challenging you. November 14th, Wrestle Carnival, Pure Rules. Do you accept?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a Ring of Honor Pure Rules match and will be fought over a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first to my right, weighing in at 255 pounds, Joe the Answer Hendry. And to my right, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the ambassador of British wrestling, Doug Williams! Now, gentlemen, you will have 3 rope breaks to stop a pinfall or submission hold. If either of you uses all 3 of your breaks, pinfall or submission attempts on or under the ropes will be ignored for your opponent. As always, closed fist punches to the face are not permitted. However, punches to other areas of the body are. As with all standard Ring of Honor matches, there will be a 20 count if either of you are on the floor. Any outside interference of any kind will result in automatic termination from the roster for the wrestler responsible. Understood?
Yeah.
Ring the bell!
Come on. No referee. I say no. No ref. No. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Go on, Doug.
Referee.
What do you say, Joe?
No. Hey, ref. No.
Go on, off the face. Still on you, Joe. Off the face.
Come on.
What do you say? That's a rope break. One rope break gone, 2 remaining.
Williams has used 1 rope break. He has 2 remaining. Doug Williams has used his 2nd rope break. He has 1 remaining.
It's on you, Doug.
No,
He says no.
no referee.
No.
My shoulders. No.
Now put shoulders up. It's on you, Doug. What do you say? No.
No,
Doug, he says no. What do you say, Doug? He says no.
no referee.
He says no. He says no.
Go on, Doug. Take it, sir. Take it. There we go.
Rope break. 3 rope breaks gone, none left.
Doug Williams has no rope breaks remaining.
No, open hand.
Go on, Doug.
Come on! What do you say, Joe? Do you want to give? He says no. And you, Joe? What do you say? Do you want to give, Joe? He says no. What do we do?
2.